The business that we chose to interview was the G&M cell phone accessories. This is a small business which is considered as a sole proprietorship. And the nature of their business is merchandising as well as servicing, because they offer also services like they repair also a cell phone. And the question that we asked to them are the cash receipts, cash disbursements or purchases, and also the petty cash fund. There are 5 given questions that we need to answer based on our experience during the interview. And since this is a group task, we are encouraged to answer the question individually. However, we are also given a chance to summarize our answers or ideas. So, let's start by picking a question here in a box. So, first question that I picked is, what is your realization? Before I'll answer the question, let me share to you on how the G&M cell phone accessories started. As a student, especially to my partner Karen and Charissa, we are amazed about the owner because she's an old student of ACN, where she invested her TAS fund in order to start a business. For others, it is just a small amount of money to start a business. But if you have a goal and start in a basics where you are fully determined, then you will see the future of your business. And our realization as a student is that no matter how small the business you have, if the owner actively manages in the business, then it reduces the risk and internal control. In fact, the trends are continuously changing, but the owner's consistency only matters. Let's pick another question. So, the question that I picked is, how important the ICQ? We all know that internal controls are the policies being implemented by the management. And it is very important because once a business is small, then the owner can fully monitor the activities of the business. And if it is slowly expand, then it needs mechanisms on how to check the employees, safeguard assets, and also on how to avoid frauds and thefts. And in addition, using the ICQs can evaluate the client's internal control and whether they should rely on those controls. Those things that I stated gives impact to their business because the G&M cell phone accessories most highlighted is the cash basis, and they should focus more into cash accounts, but it doesn't mean that they disregard the non-routine transactions because risk is always present when it comes to business. So let's pick again for our third question. The third question is unforgettable experience. Speaking of unforgettable experience, while we are in our way to interview, there is someone who is operating a grass cutter in front of the G&M cell phone accessories, and the tiny stones or something like raining coming to us, and the right hand of the owner is shouting because the glass where the items being stored might be cracked, and we are also worried because we witnessed him panic. On the other hand, during the interview, there are times that we need to stop because there are customers coming to their store, and the unforgettable moments there is that we also witnessed on how good they are in the customers, on how they treat and cater their customers. And our fourth question is, what can you recommend or suggest for future auditors? As a student, we recommend that the auditor must practice skepticism because business is not easy to run. In fact, there are standards that we need to adapt in terms of accounting. And as what we have learned before, it needs consistency using those standards because there are also accounting systems when it comes to business transactions, accuracy and completeness of the financial statements, and for the financial statement assertions of the business entity. Another, the auditor must also obtain an enough knowledge about the nature of the business, and he or she must have an ability to do follow-up questions which is relevant to financial statements. And let us read our fifth and our last question. Our last question is, how do you find the interview? For us, it is something that we have this hesitance to interview because we all know that our situation now is in the midst of a pandemic, and we have to be careful in every people that we are about to encounter. Another is that it is not easy for us to approach the owner of the G&M cell phone accessories because we have this thinking that they might decline our request of interview. But after all, we are thankful that the right hand of the owner warmly allowed us to make and do the interview. And that's all. Thank you for watching, and please subscribe to our YouTube channel, which you can see below on the screen. Thank you.